What is the deal, people, ladies and gentlemen, everybody from YouTube? I am Insanity, aka Infamous, the one and only. And this video is addressing the whole Ernest Coleman, or whatever you want to call him. And it's not just addressing him, it's also addressing everybody here in this CAW creator wrestler WWE SmackDown games, whether you're simulators or league bookers, or whatever you consider yourself in this community. This goes to everybody. Now, the whole thing with Nick Virtue and Ernest Coleman, if you don't know it by now, go and search it. I'm not gonna sit here and explain what's going on with them. Just go on and search it, or whatever the case may be. This guy, Ernest Coleman, made a video in response to Virtue's video, which was a response to his video. Again, it goes back and forth. I'm not going to explain it. Just go ahead and search for it if you guys want to. He pretty much, in his video, the latest video that he made, he pretty much stated that, Virtue was a dick or an asshole or whatever the case may be, and how the CAW community or whatever needs to band together, needs to all get along, need to hold hands and sing motherfucking Kumbaya. And to be honest with you, I don't think they should. I don't think the CAW community, or creator wrestler, I hate saying the word CAW, by the way, the whole creator wrestler community, I feel, should stick to whatever it is they're doing. There isn't a lot of drama or beef going on in this community as far as I know. But you do have people out there who have their own little drama or whatever the case may be. Like, I know Brown Sugar Candy, she has her own beefs or whatever. People talking shit about her and whatnot and whatever. I don't know. Like, I don't follow a lot of people here on this community anymore, due to the fact that, like, I just don't. Like, a lot of people are just now copying. That's what it seemed like to me. Like, you have original characters, but not a lot of them are original to begin with, if you think about it. You have people, numerous people, and this is not, me. I'm not saying this because Virtue is my friend or anything like that. I'm saying this because it's the damn truth. You have a lot of people out there who are, copying off of Virtue's character. And one thing that I find hilarious is that Virtue based his character off of himself. Virtue's character is not based off of anybody. His attires might be his attires might be formed from other people's attires, like his favorite wrestlers or whatever the case may be. The ideas may come from those attires or those people, but when it comes to the actual Nick Virtue character, his character is based off of himself. He created his character. He does the face morphing. He does everything, the body morphing, to compensate for the way he looks in real life, not what he wants to look like. Granted, Virtue might not have tattoos or whatever, but I'm pretty sure he planned on getting these tattoos. But this is the funny thing about the whole situation. Virtue, again, has made his character to resemble himself. not anybody else. He made his character to resemble himself. Now, by saying that, I am not saying that Nick Virtue is the only black guy who is brown skin, who's not dark and not light at the same time, and, you know, who's walking around with long permed hair or, you know, straight hair or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying he is the only black guy walking around like that. But I'm pretty freaking sure. I am pretty freaking sure that people like Kamikaze, what was his name? Darius Cods. You know, I'm pretty sure people like Darius Cods does not look anything like Nick Virtue in real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Ernest Coleman, Ernest Coleman doesn't look anything like Nick Virtue in real life, and I'm pretty sure the other guy Nick Virtue made a video about doesn't look like Nick Virtue in real life. You dig what I'm saying? And all the other people out there who, you know, who resemble Nick Virtue, I'm pretty sure they don't look like Nick Virtue in real life as well. So my thing is, when you create your character looking the way they do, how can you not say that you don't look like Nick Virtue? Or how can you say you hate people comparing you to Nick Virtue when you obviously look like Nick Virtue? Like, people are not going to come to you and say you look like Nick Virtue or you a Nick Virtue clone or anything like that because they just hate on you. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense at all, to be honest with you. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. You know, I don't get people, you know, comparing me to Nick Virtue or Don Queez 29. I don't get people, you know, comparing me, saying I look like them. And there's plenty of people out here on this YouTube website that don't like me. For whatever reason, that's their reason. I don't give a fuck. But there's plenty of people out there that don't like me. They don't compare me. They don't say I look like anybody. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes for the rest of the people. Don Queez 29, Smiggity, everybody. Nobody compares them to anybody. There's a reason why you are compared to Nick Virtue. It's because the things you look, I mean, the way you make your character look, the things you do, the entrance, the down to the fucking the paint tool and the fucking textures and shit that you put on the textures and shit that you put on your character clothing. Like, there's a reason why you are compared to Nick Virtue. There's a reason why all the other motherfuckers are compared to Nick Virtue. That last video that Virtue did, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. Because that last person, there's no way possible that person is not a clone of Nick Virtue. There's no way possible. To the point where two of Nick Virtue's attires that he created himself has been copied by that same person. So there's no way in the world you cannot tell me that these people are not, you know, copying off of Nick Virtue. They're not. I wouldn't say they copy. And it's different. It's a difference between being inspired by Nick Virtue and completely ripping Nick Virtue off. It's a complete difference. There's a big difference. You know, and the thing that, you know, bothers me, the things that makes me laugh, is the fact that Nick Virtue, myself, Don Queez 29, SD Smith, D Thompson, that NO, I mean that NO. Is it that NO? I think it is, yeah. That NO. Sick Indie Head, what's his name? Fucking Michael Mendoza, Hidamari Bread, Brown Sugar Candy, everybody in the CAW community, all of us, regardless of how much subscribers we have over other people, whether you have 1 subscriber, whether you have 50,000 subscribers, none of us are celebrities. None of us are making characters and attires and videos and getting paid enough to where we can live off of this. You dig what I'm saying? None of us are employees of the WWE or of TNA or of THQ or 2K games. We do this, all of us do this as a hobby. Do it because this is what we like. Whether you put on simulation matches, whether you put on competitive matches, whether you put on leagues, internet leagues, or whether you do your own show, creating your own characters, borrowing your own characters, stealing characters, regardless of what it is you do in this community, none of us are celebrities. Therefore, none of us should be put on any type of fucking pedestal because we are not people who should be put on any type of pedestal. We are regular human beings. We are regular people. I am a regular dude, black kid. I'm not, well, not kid. Wish I was a kid again, but I'm a regular black guy who loves wrestling, who's been watching wrestling for as long as I freaking can remember, who has been playing wrestling games since the Nintendo system, the NES, the original. My first wrestling game that I played was World Championship Wrestling on the NES. You dig what I'm saying? Search that shit, go back, find it, see how it looks, see when it came out, and you'll realize how old I am. That's off the, side note right there. I just told my age, right? God damn. Anyway, whatever. You think what I'm saying? I do this shit as a hobby because I like wrestling. Well, I would say I love wrestling. And, the wrestling games has been something that I've been interested in from the fucking beginning. And creating characters, whether it's in a wrestling game or a shooter game or an adventure game or an MMO, whatever it is, I love creating characters. I do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I wish I can show you the created characters that I made on Soul Calibur 4. I wish I can show you those characters, but I can't, unfortunately, because I don't have the game, and I don't think I still, I don't. I don't have the characters anymore. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I think my save data got deleted for that shit, but whatever. We are nobodies in this fucking this thing. This community was made up by us. Now, by saying that, people look at Nick Virtue, people look at me, people look at other people who have, over a few thousand subscribers. They look at us and they see us as, people that is on a different level than the people that is on, that has like 200 subscribers or 50 or 77 or however many subscribers you have. They put us above these people. And we're not really above these people. We've just been doing this longer than these people. And we probably are more known because we have so many videos. I think I almost got like 200 and something videos. I'm not too sure. I don't know how many videos I got, but I know it's over 100 videos. You dig what I'm saying? So of course, and plus I've been doing this shit since '08. We in 2014 now. This years. I didn't just get 2,000 subscribers out of nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like people put us on a higher level. We do not put ourselves on a higher level than anybody else. We talk shit because that's what we do. We talk a lot of shit. You know what I mean? We talk shit to each other. You dig what I'm saying? Because we friends. That's what friends do sometimes. Friends do talk shit to each other. It's not to be mean. It's not to be hateful. It's not to be celebrities or anything like that or dickheads or assholes. It's just how we are. We like to talk shit. You dig what I'm saying? And one thing about us is that we are honest. We want to be honest in this CAW community, in this creator wrestler community, because I feel, and I don't know if everybody else feels this, but I feel that, a lot of people aren't honest when it comes to this community. It's like it's like, everybody wants to be friends, everybody wants to get along, so they start to lie instead of being honest to making this community better. People just want to lie. You have these people who literally don't put any effort into their characters or whatever it is they do, their videos or whatever, who don't put no effort, and you got people commenting on the videos, this is amazing, this character looks awesome, I love this character. This character is one of my favorite characters. I will add him to my roster. I would da 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 da. Like, come on. Come on. Be honest. Be honest. Tell them what the character needs work on. Tell them, don't you? And it is a big difference of giving them constructive criticism and being a fucking asshole. It's big difference in between both of them. A huge fucking difference in between being an asshole and a fucking a person who is literally sitting there giving them their honest opinion and giving them ideas or advice of what they should do or what they could do to better the characters. That's what we should be. You understand? But people aren't like that, really. You do what I'm saying? When Don Queese 29 makes a character or makes a paint tool or an attire that I don't really like, I tell him I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit there and talk about, oh, that shit ugly. I hate that shit. Nigga, your shit whack. My shit is like this. My shit is better. I don't say that to Don Queese 29. I don't say that to Smiggity. I don't say that to Thompson. We don't say that shit. If we was to say that to each other, we are trolling each other. We fucking with each other. We talking shit. That's what we do. But in honesty, if I was to not like an attire that Don Queese 29 does, I tell him, damn, bro, I don't really like that. I don't really like that attire, or I don't really like the way you put that together. And I would tell him, like, I would have done this, or I would have done that, or take that away, or add this to it, or it shouldn't be that color, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is. Don Queese 29 doesn't get mad at me. He doesn't fucking make a video talking about I'm a dick because, I don't know what I'm talking about. If he likes the tire, he gonna say, well, nigga, look, I like it. That's it. And I'll be like, well, okay. And it's vice versa. It's the same thing. If Don Queese 29 don't like an attire that I did, he would tell me that he doesn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And, and we are like we are mad cool to the point where if we lived in the same state, pretty sure we would be hanging out with each other all the fucking time. You dig what I'm saying? All of us who coexist with each other. You know what I'm saying? All of us in this little group that we got called the Round Table or whatever. But we do not put ourselves on that pedestal. It's you, the viewers, you, the subscribers, you, the fans, that put us wherever the fuck it is you want to put us. You are the ones that give us the title. We don't give ourselves no titles, and we don't accept no titles. So therefore, Nick Virtue is not a god. He's not a call god. He's not the greatest call maker on YouTube, nor is any of us. I'm not the greatest call maker. I'm not a freaking god. I'm not the greatest paint tooler. I'm nothing. I'm a regular fucking dude who does this. And the same thing with Nick Virtue. Now, the thing about Nick Virtue is, the reason why Nick Virtue is so popular and the reason why everybody loves Nick Virtue is because of his content. You dig what I'm saying? He has brought, to be honest, he has brought things that are new to the YouTubes. He has brought things that people weren't doing. Understand. There was not a lot of people who created created wrestlers on the game that looked like Nick Virtue, that had Nick Virtue's style, or that had anything different besides a gangster or a hardcore thug look. You dig what I'm saying? Like, even me, I brought something different to the table when I joined YouTube. Some of the people that I'm friends with and other people at that time who were making black characters were literally dressing them in baggy jeans, baggy shorts, Timberland boots, sneakers, tattoos all over their fucking face, and calling them wrestlers. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of them was doing that. And me joining in on the ranks of, you know, the people who were doing YouTube videos with they created wrestlers, I brought something different to the table. I had black people, you know, I still had my black people looking like thugs or whatever the case may be, but they look like more wrestlers than thugs, you know. I had them in baggy shorts, but they were the basketball shorts with designs on it and kick pads with, you know, tape fist and an actual wrestling attire. And I started bringing white people, my white characters or my Hispanic characters or my Asian characters into the mix and throwing them in like actual wrestling attires. I wanted to make my characters look more and more like real wrestlers instead of, you know, created characters. And I guess that is one thing that caught on because a lot of the people who I was watching and a lot of the people who I mess with, who I'm friends with, have changed their style. And a lot of their characters have changed to look more like wrestlers. Now, I'm not saying I'm the only one who helped change that, but I know with the group that I'm with, I know I changed that for some of them. You know what I'm saying? I think SD Smith was already doing it, but, you know, he just started doing it more, like started introducing more different characters and whatnot. And Nick Virtue, he did something different. I'm not saying he started simulation wrestling. I'm not saying he started that shit, but I believe that he brought it to the forefront because Virtue, you know, was one of those guys who got sick and tired of competitive wrestling and it wasn't fucking fun for him and he wanted to do something different. He wanted to make it look like a real wrestling match. So here's the selling and all of the simulation shit. He's one of them that brought it to the forefront. You dig what I'm saying? He came to the game with a different looking black character. You dig what I'm saying? He did not come out to rap music. He came out to rock music. He wasn't afraid to have his character come out, you know, looking like coming out like Dolph Ziggler or anything like that. And you know, his designs and his ideas and whatnot was different from a lot of things you saw. Nick Virtue was somebody who I seen on cause.ws, and when I came across his character, I fell in love with his character. I did. I fell in love with his character. I was like, yo, that is one of the greatest characters I've seen in a long time. I came back. I told Don Queez 29. I told everybody I was in the party with. I was like, yo, go look at this character named Nick Virtue. His character is one of the best characters that I've seen in a long time because it was different. This is why people pay attention to Nick Virtue. This is why Nick Virtue get his attention. Not because of him simulating or anything like that. Think about it. Nick Virtue, the majority of the matches Nick Virtue has uploaded to YouTube or has been a part of that has been uploaded to YouTube, Nick Virtue has lost the majority of those matches. You think what I'm saying? So by you saying I called you Nick Coleman. That's hilarious. By you saying, Ernest Coleman, that Nick Virtue acts like a celebrity or that he's put on this fucking pedestal, that he thinks he's better than everybody, that he thinks he's the stepping stone, is fucking bullshit. How is Nick Virtue a stepping stone or how is Nick Virtue a god when the majority of the matches he uploaded that he's been a part of, he lost? Like, he doesn't make himself look like the best simulator in the game. He doesn't make himself look like the best fucking person doing this whole CAW community shit. He does not make himself look like that. He never titled himself being the best. He never said he was the best. It's all of the viewers and the fans and the subscribers who say so. It's people like you who get on the computer and talk shit to the microphone and to the screen that puts him in that position because you called them a fucking stepping stone for the fucking CAW communities and whatnot. You called him that shit yourself. He has never said that shit about himself. None of us have ever said anything like that about ourselves. Now, I don't know if you might have gotten it confused, if you might have gotten a promo or a promo that he did for his character confused, but promos and actual rants or actually Nick Virtue talking are different. You dig what I'm saying? If he's cutting a promo, he's cutting the promo as his character. He's not cutting the promo as the real Nick Virtue. He's cutting his promo as his character. There's a big difference. If Nick Virtue, the character, said he's the best, he's the stepping stone, he will wrestle circles around anybody or whatever, that's the character. That is not the real Nick Virtue. So, okay, you make the promo, the cut or whatever about Nick Virtue, in your character, and you say all of this and whatnot. And however, the fucking feedback from that video has, you know, has went whatever the fucking word is, I can't think of the word, but however the video that you made was received by everybody, you dig what I'm saying? You decided to make another video talking about Nick Virtue and whatnot, and how the CAW community is all messed up, and this, that, and the third. It's not messed up. And you talk about how people like yourself and everybody else that you named, and people in your stature should get more attention, more whatever. You dig what I'm saying? That is not our fault. That is not people like Nick Virtue's fault. That's people like your fault. You dig what I'm saying? You talk about Michael Mendoza at TDWF. He gets damn near he got more subscribers than we do. Like, how are you going to say Michael Mendoza needs more attention? Michael Mendoza has more subscribers than we do. I think Michael Mendoza is pushing 3,000 subscribers, if not more than 3,000 subscribers. You dig what I'm saying? Michael Mendoza has his attention. He has his fans. TDWF has their fans. You dig what I'm saying? But people like you, I watched, okay, Ernest Coleman, we're going to talk about you and your videos for a minute here. I don't know how many or how many videos you've done, or how many YouTube channels you got, because your videos, for some reason, literally pops up on different YouTube channels. The reason why you're not getting attention is because you're not doing anything. It's just as simple as that. You're not doing anything. It's not because we take the light from you, or Nick Virtue takes all the attention or all the shine or all the light from you. It's because you're not doing anything. I went to that channel that you posted the promo for Nick Virtue to. I went to that channel. I watched the video. You only have 3 videos up there, and 2 of them are about Nick Virtue. How can you get anywhere if you haven't done anything? Now, you may have different YouTube channels, but I know I've seen your character on different YouTube videos, but they all were from different fucking things. If you're gonna make something, if you're gonna make something out of your character, or if you want your channel to grow, or if you want anything, you gotta start doing things. You have to start doing things. Make more videos. Don't just sit there and make tons of videos about Virtue. Make videos of yourself. Put your character out there. Record matches of your character fighting, whether you want to do simulation, whether you want to do competition, or whether you want to do computer versus computer. Just put matches of your character out there. Have your character fight. You think what I'm saying? Do something. Don't just, expect to, attack Nick Virtue and you get you get fucking subscribers. And don't just think because you make characters and you might upload your characters to the CC that you're gonna get subscribers. If you're not doing anything on YouTube, how the hell is people gonna find you? You got your friends that may subscribe to you, and you got the people that your friends may tell about that might subscribe to you. But in order to reach everybody, you got to start putting videos out there. Start networking with people. Don't fucking attack Nick Virtue in a promo-like form, or send Virtue messages to try to get your YouTube, try to get some attention. You got to make attention for yourself, because nobody is going to do it for you. No one is going to do it for you. I had to put up a whole bunch of videos, and the thing that people liked about my videos were that I had different characters. I had so many different characters, and people liked the characters that I was putting up there. So people started subscribing. You dig what I'm saying? I hooked up with Smitty, SD Smith, Thompson, Don Queez 29, True Legend Inc., fucking what's his name? What's that motherfucker's name? Then they got K9. Forgot his YouTube name. What was it? DJ something. Uh, K9. If for those of you who know that person, um, I hooked up with these guys and I started networking with them. I started, commenting on their videos, talking about how much I like this, how I like this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? They started, noticing my comments. They started replying to my comments. You dig what I'm saying? And they started watching my videos and they started liking what they were seeing in my videos. And we became cool over YouTube. And SD Smith put my character, Infamous, in the storyline, which he wasn't shown, but he was in the storyline some type of way. And I was making more videos, chit chatting it up with them. You dig what I'm saying? They, I guess they started, I don't know if they were mentioning me to anybody, but, people just started watching my videos. More and more people started watching my videos. I got some of their fans. I started making my own fans. I started networking. Then we all became cool on Xbox. Donnie Down, Don Crease 29 was still on PlayStation, but we was getting cool on Xbox. We were getting to parties. We would make videos with each other, fighting each other, or we would put each other characters in our shows and whatnot. And this is the thing that we would do, and this is how we grew. We didn't grow separately. You know what I'm saying? We actually grew together because once we donned ourselves the round table and we were clicking together, and I had my NWF. Don Queese had SOD TV, and Headache and True Legend Inc. and Smiggity had TLW. You dig what I'm saying? We all were doing videos together, including our characters and whatnot, and we were growing together. You dig what I'm saying? We were growing together. You dig what I'm saying? And we made our own fans and whatnot, and we started growing. We still grow together, to be honest, because people are still asking me, when am I going to make people like Kevin Lockhart and other characters that Don Creek 29 makes that I don't even make. Like, I don't make Lockhart. I don't make Just In Case. I don't make these people. That's Don Queese's characters. And he gets the fucking same messages when you gonna make such and such. When you gonna make Evan Courageous. He doesn't make Evan Courageous. You know what I'm saying? But we grew together. That's what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? We don't bother anybody. We don't bother anybody. But pretty much that's what you got to do. You got friends. You do what I'm saying? Start making more videos. Step your game up. Buy a capture card instead of recording the screen. Buy a capture card. Make your video quality better. You know what I'm saying? Put your character out there. Put them on that's another thing. Put them on cause.ws. Put them on the CC. Well, he already on the CC, but put them on cause.ws. Put them on wherever the hell you can put them on that has, that has created wrestlers or whatever. Find a YouTube, find a Facebook page that is strictly, that is strictly based off of creator wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of YouTube pages out there that are strictly based off creator wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Find that YouTube page, start putting your videos up on there. Like, network if you want to gain some popularity, if you want to get the attention. And it's not just you, all the friends that you talk about, all the people in there that you named, that you want to get noticed, get some notoriety, or whatever the case may be, tell them to do the same thing. If they're not doing anything, they're not going to get anything. It's pretty simple. If you're not making any videos, if you're not putting any effort into becoming somebody in this community or trying to be popular in this community, then how the hell are you going to make it popular in this community? If you're not doing anything, you're not going to get anything. Simple as that. Now, if you want to do a match with Virtue, if you want to do a match with anybody, just ask them to do a match. If he chooses to record it or not, that's up to him. Y'all people are the reasons why y'all think we think we're celebrities or anything of that nature. It's you. You are creating the demons that you are fighting. We're not creating none of those demons. It's you. You guys out there are creating the demons that you're fighting. You guys out there are the ones who are calling us these celebrities or calling us these guys who think we are, you know, above everybody in this community, and then y'all get upset at other subscribers and other fans. Y'all get upset at them calling us gods and the best call creator on YouTube or the best paint tool on YouTube or the best simulation wrestler on YouTube. And you get mad at us for them calling us that. You think what I'm saying? Then you feel some type of way when people call us that, and you want to attack us. You wanna band together with the other people who dislike us and make your own group and say that you're changing CAW Community the way it is. You're changing Creator Wrestler into something different. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Ask yourself that fucking question. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? We are not the enemy, people. You make us the enemy. And we just sit back doing whatever the hell we want to do, not giving a fuck. Real shit.